guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is kind of going to be more of a serious video, no jokes. It's kind of just going to be a talking video about what has been going on with my life and my family. So, as you can see by the title of this video, it is going to be, I think, does my son have hydrocephalus? So, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't know what hydrocephalus is, so I'm gonna explain with you guys everything, and I'm gonna tell you guys what's been going on with my family and why I haven't been posting videos and I haven't had any motivation. So, a couple weeks ago, I took Hudson in, actually it was 4 weeks ago, we took Hudson in for just a normal checkup appointment, just to check on how he was doing, normal, and she took head measurements just like they normally would, and she came back. I was thinking nothing, and she said that his head had jumped from the 56th percentile to the 93rd percentile, which is a big jump. Also, before that, he was in the 21st percentile. So he was in the 21st percentile, the 53rd percentile or 56th percentile, and then the 93rd percentile. So that is a big jump. Now, I hadn't thought anything of it. I just thought, oh, Hudson kind of has a big head. He's gonna be one of those kids that has to wear like an adult-sized helmet. We always made little jokes about it, thinking it was nothing. But she said, hey, I just want to make sure that everything is going okay up in his little head, and let's just pray that he has a big head, but I'm going to get you guys a referral to go see a doctor and get an ultrasound on his brain, just to see what's going on, making sure that everything's good. So we thought, okay, like this is kind of scary, an ultrasound on our baby's brain, like what's going on? And she had mentioned in that appointment that he could possibly have hydrocephalus. I had no idea what hydrocephalus was. She didn't even explain to me what hydrocephalus was during that appointment. I had to get in the car after that appointment and Google it. I was like, what the crap is hydrocephalus? Which is really bad to Google things. It's really bad, really, really bad, especially if you're a mother and you know, you just feel, it's so bad to read on Google. Anything on Google is so bad. It gives you like the scariest information ever, pretty much making you feel like you're gonna like die or your child's gonna die. So anyways, what hydrocephalus is it is fluid in your brain that is not really supposed to be there at all. So anyways, we were nervous and we waited a few days and took him to an appointment, and we got his ultrasound, and the doctor didn't call us back right away with the results. So we thought, you know what, this is a good sign. They aren't calling us back, so he's just got a really big head, thinking nothing of it. And 3 weeks passed and we were like, oh, okay, I guess nothing's going on, everything's good. I got plane tickets to go home. We were just planning everything, didn't think anything of it. My doctor called on Friday and said, hey, can you talk? I was like, sure, what do you need to talk about? What is going on? She's like, so I have the results for Hudson. Sorry I haven't called back. I have been talking with some specialists and been trying to figure out what is going on with Hudson. I just wanted to make sure that I had the results correctly so I could give them to you and not sound like I don't know what's going on, pretty much. So her being a pediatrician, she doesn't know really much about the brain in particular. She's not a brain surgeon, obviously, so she just knows what the ultrasound is and what the ultrasound technicians had given her. So she called me and told me, hey, it does look like Hudson has hydrocephalus. And then she told us that Hudson has a cyst in his brain as well. Well, she explained to us that she doesn't know anything about the cyst, and she doesn't really know too much about the fluid, like if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, the fluid's never really a good thing. But anyways, she explained to us that there was a cyst in his head, and she didn't really know too much information about it. She just had said, hey, it's probably not a good idea that you're gonna be flying home, so I really wanna see you next week, especially if his head is growing progressively. Like, I want you to track this. So we had been tracking it from Friday up until now. And, well, really, we've been kind of looking at his head these past 3 weeks that we had been waiting for the results, and we had noticed his forehead had been kind of coming out a little bit more, and we were kind of nervous about it, thinking, oh great, his head is growing, but maybe it's okay because he's just like a big boy. Hudson is just a big boy. So we didn't really think too much of it, but I did tell her on the phone, like, hey, yeah, we've noticed that his head is kind of getting bigger. So she was like, you can't go home. Like, you shouldn't go home at all, because we want to make sure that his head is not getting bigger quicker. You know, she just wanted us to have an appointment soon, and figure out what was going on. So we had our appointment today, and I'm vlogging all this because I wanted to, you know, just let everybody have awareness for hydrocephalus. So anyways, we went in this morning to measure his head again because she wanted to see if it really was getting bigger from that 3-week appointment that we had previously. And it had jumped from the 93rd percentile to the 96th percentile, which isn't a huge increase, but it shows that within those 3 weeks it had already been growing. So we were kind of like, crap, this is not good. And like I said, she's a pediatrician. She still doesn't know exactly what is going on. So she said, she drew out a diagram for us and explained what is going on. So she had showed us that he had extra fluid around the sac of his brain. So I don't really understand what's going on, especially not until we talk to a neurosurgeon. So she explained to us that he has lots of excess fluid around his brain, and then the cyst is actually in the middle of his brain, which is kind of scary. But she also explained to us the cyst could be a normal cyst that a lot of people have that can live their daily lives with it without having to get it removed. But also with that ultrasound, they don't know what is inside the cyst. So she wants to know what's inside the cyst and what is causing the fluid. So she got us a referral to go see a neurosurgeon. So we're hoping that his head is just big and the fluid's gonna go away, but also at the same time, we've got to expect other things to happen. I mean, maybe it could be a good thing and he's just got a big head and he's just ahead of the game, and that the cyst is okay and that we don't even have to get it removed and everything's okay. But also at the other end of this, he might have to get surgery, remove the fluid, which I know that they've got like a shunt thing. I've Googled it, which is not good. She kind of explained to us today, but she didn't really want to scare us at what was going on. She just kind of explained a little bit more of what she knew. But like I said, she's a pediatrician, so she's not a brain surgeon. She can't give us the information really that we want to know. She just kind of knows like the gist of what hydrocephalus is and what the cyst is. But like I said, they don't know what's inside the cyst. So she got us an appointment to go see a neurosurgeon. So we're waiting on that, and hopefully we can get an appointment ASAP and get him in, and just hopefully they get us an MRI and another ultrasound or a CAT scan, and we can figure out what's going on. But I just wanted to make this video. I haven't made like a really serious video in a long time, and this is scary. This is really scary for me. This is scary for my husband. This is scary for my whole family. It's just been like a really crazy week. If you're a mom, you know how I feel. It's really overwhelming to know that your little kid, your perfect little boy, your perfect little baby has something wrong and they can't do anything about it. And hopefully this is an okay thing and we can figure it out. I'm hoping that it's okay. I really am. I mean, it's so hard. It freaks me out that there's a possibility that he could get brain damage. There's a possibility that he could die. I mean, obviously I don't think that that's gonna happen, but obviously in my head I'm thinking of all the worst case scenarios because he's my baby and I am just so protective of him. And then again, I'm freaking out about this cyst and hoping that it's just nothing but a cyst and it's never gonna grow, and that it's not the cause of all of this liquid and excess fluid in his brain, his little brain, his poor little head. And I feel bad that it's getting bigger, and I just wanna let all of you mothers out there know, I mean, if your child has hydrocephalus as well, that you are not alone. You are not alone at all. I mean, I just hope that everything's okay. I mean, and if you guys are going through the same thing, you guys know that it's really scary and it's not fun to deal with. It's not fun when you know your kid is sick, but they aren't showing any symptoms. He hasn't had like any symptoms. I mean, he's been super extra sleepy, but I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I guess my doctor said that they can either show lots of symptoms or they can have none at all because his little brain is still growing. His little skull is still soft, so in an adult, I guess an adult would have a lot of pressure and have like constant headaches and they would have blurred vision and all of this stuff, but a lot of times in children and babies, they don't really get symptoms, which is scary because their head could just grow and grow and grow and grow, and you have no idea that there's all this excess fluid in there. So that's scary, and I'm so thankful for this doctor and how patient she's been and how good she's been and how awesome she was for even recommending us to go see a doctor and get him an ultrasound, because honestly, I feel like if we had any other doctor, they would have just said, hey, he's got a big head, no worries, like he's good, no worries. But for me, I'm just really blessed and thankful that she took time to get us that referral to go and check in on him. I know this is like so dramatic, but I want you guys, especially, I'm gonna be vlogging all of this, hopefully, everything that's going on. I'm gonna keep you guys updated, especially for those of you who are going through this and you guys know how scary hydrocephalus can be. I just want to show you guys that you guys are not the only one, and I'm here struggling with my little man. Hopefully everything is good to go, but I'll keep you guys updated. I'm sorry for the lack of videos lately. I just have been really overwhelmed, and with all of that being said, we are actually moving because our landlord wants to sell our house. So we have to find a house right now. In the midst of all of this craziness, trying to get in with a neurosurgeon is just stressful. Anyways, I'm done with this video. I hope you guys found it helpful and kind of got an idea of why I'm not making videos right now, and please pray for me and my little boy, and just pray that he's okay and that it's nothing but his head growing, which needs to happen anyways, because I mean, we don't want his head to be too little. But anyways, I hope this helped you guys out, and just know you guys aren't alone out there. I know there's a lot of you guys out there going through hydrocephalus and cysts in your brain, and I am here. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.